All right, what is up, guys? Give me a couple seconds here before I jump on this live with you guys. All right, what is up, guys? Ramadan Mubarak to those of you who are already celebrating and those of you who are cheating today and fasting, or not fasting, I should say. And I pray that God blesses you with this blessed month, regardless if you are practicing Ramadan or not. But today, there you go, I'm all set. Today, I want to talk about and address a crucial topic, which is shiny object syndrome. See, I don't want to have to do this, but there was this group of agents that left our brokerage recently, and you may not know who they are, or maybe you do know who they are. And yes, if you can guess it, I guess you know who they are. But the point is, these agents who left the brokerage will eventually try spreading rumors and lies about this great company, which they are already trying to do that I noticed. So, spreading the lies about why they left the company. So I thought I'd make a video talking about why they left EXP and give you the context before this story gets a little wild. Now, those of you who want to join me on this discussion, I posted a link in my comments as many places as possible on IG Live, on Facebook Live. So if you want to join me on this discussion, you can join me in the studio here. Just follow the link. It will ask you to log in with your Facebook. And you probably have to wait in the studio until I kind of gather my thoughts here, and then I will get you guys added to the conversation. We can have a conversation. You can ask me questions, but I do want to stick to this topic, about what I'm talking about, right? So stick around. I will share with you 10 reasons why agents leave EXP in today's video. But if you stick around to the end, I will reveal to you exactly why this particular group of agents left EXP, the truth, and their dirty secrets that they don't want the public to know. And I will reveal it to you. See, as someone who has been on the inside of EXP for 2 years now, I have seen agents come and go every day. And I have also spoken to many of them to find out why do agents leave EXP. And in this video, I will outline these reasons why agents leave EXP so you can decide if EXP is a right fit for you before making the move to EXP, or if you are already in EXP and considering leaving, this might give you some insights that you need. So those who don't know, my name is Saeed Mohsen, a residential broker, team owner here at EXP, and founder at Boss Agents Academy, where we help agents and brokers reach more people, change more lives, and create freedom. If this is your first time visiting my channel or my page, make sure you hit the subscribe or follow to get insights on how to grow your real estate business. So let's get right into it. The first reason an agent might leave EXP is money. More specifically, many real estate agents feel like they are not making enough money. This is why so many agents leave the business entirely every year. This issue hits all the brokerages equally for the most part. Most real estate brokerages provide support systems to help agents succeed, but not everyone can make it work. Every agent must recognize that they are a business owner. This means creating business plans, predicting revenue and cost, planning lead generation sources, and going out and carrying out strategies on a daily basis. The truth is that a majority of agents who leave the industry do so not because they weren't good agents, but because of their lack of business understanding lead to failed strategies. And unfortunately, many agents don't understand this until it's too late. So, first reason why a lot of agents leave EXP is because they leave the business. Second reason why agents leave EXP is wrong expectations were set about EXP. A lot of EXP agents are very excited about the advantages of EXP and may try to persuade others to join them. However, an agent might find that they were set up with incorrect expectations about the company and what was required of them to be successful. They expect things to be easier or done for them when in actuality it still takes a ton of effort to be successful, just like anything else in business. And this mismatch between expectations and reality can be frustrating for a lot of agents and can lead to agents leaving EXP. So it's important that you are clear about what is expected of you to be successful when you join any company, and that you have realistic expectations when you're joining a company. And if you're not sure what is expected of you, you need to talk to multiple sources in the company before making a decision. Now, the third reason why agents leave is that agents think they can make more money somewhere else. As with many things in life and business, agents can be led to believe the grass is greener at the different brokerage. Especially true if an agent is not performing how they want to perform, they can easily be led to believe it's the brokerage's fault. It's important for agents to understand that it takes time to become successful in any real estate brokerage. There are many examples of long time EXP agents who were at different brokerages before coming to EXP, who were not successful in other brokerages, but they are now top producing agents at EXP. So it's not about the brokerage, it's about the agent. If an EXP Realty agent believes they can find greener grass elsewhere, they may be tempted to leave. So it's important for agents to understand that no brokerage is perfect and there is always room for improvement, which EXP understands and strives for. For me, this has been single handedly the best brokerage that is consistently, constantly adapting and improving its infrastructure, its structure to make it easier for its agents to succeed. So now the fourth reason why someone leave EXP is that they get overwhelmed. Starting at a new brokerage is difficult in itself. At the first few weeks of learning how to use all the systems may be overwhelming and stressful. EXP is a fully online brokerage. It's a cloud-based brokerage, which implies you will have to spend some time learning the process, whether it's KV Core, SkySlope, EXP World, other EXP tools. An agent can get overwhelmed when they don't understand why they are using them. A big part of becoming successful in EXP is understanding why you use each system and how it helps your business. Although most agents do eventually understand why these systems are important, some just know that there is something they need to figure out and they need to be doing, but they just end up don't figuring it out, right? So Some EXP agents get overwhelmed and give up before they even had the chance to learn and grow at the company. This is why it's important for agents to take their time knowing all they need to know about EXP, how it works, and what is expected of them before they join and not after. Because if you try to figure all that stuff out after, you will become overwhelmed. Now, the fifth reason why an agent may decide to leave is a bit similar to the first reason, and it's because they decide to join a real estate team that is not part of EXP. Sometimes an agent joins EXP as a solo agent because that's where they were in their business, and later decide they would prefer to be with a real estate team, or they leave because the team they are part of leaves EXP. And I'll talk more on that in the end on what to do when this happens for you, when you are part of a team and that leaves EXP, what you should be doing. Now, while EXP has many amazing teams throughout the country, not every agent is able to find the perfect team for themselves within the company. And this is why it's so important when joining EXP to name a sponsor that you truly believe can help you achieve your goals you are looking to accomplish. So that way, even if you cannot find a team to join, or your team that you're part of leaves EXP, you will still have someone in your corner that can help you make it regardless of if you are on a team or not. So the sixth reason why an agent decides to leave EXP is that they cannot adjust to a cloud brokerage, and that's a big one. Some agents are just not capable to adjust well to an online brokerage. It takes a certain temperament, it takes a certain personality, it takes a certain skill set to succeed in EXP or any other cloud based brokerage. Simply being good with technology or simply knowing how to use your cell phone doesn't mean someone will be great at it, right? So, in my opinion, in today's day and age, if you don't have these bare minimum skill sets as an agent, you will not survive as an agent anywhere, any other brokerage, because of what's coming to this industry. The hard truth is that many people are simply not cut out for this line of work. Many people are not just cut out for you're gonna lose this audience. No, man, there is no recruiting pitch here. Don't worry, there's no recruiting pitch here. I'm not. And hey, it's my platform. I'll say what I want to say. If I want to pitch, I'll pitch. But no recruiting pitch here. So I was just saying, a lot of people fail because they choose the wrong sponsor when joining the company. Now, simply being good at technology doesn't mean you will be good at a cloud-based brokerage, because it takes a certain amount of skill set. And the hard truth is that many people are not cut out for this line of work. Many people are not cut out to be business owners. Being a business owner requires you to constantly upgrade yourself, constantly adapt to the market, constantly adapt to the industry. And the truth is, a lot of people are not cut out to constantly adapt, and that is why they fail in this business. And it usually shows up in their lack of growth, in their thinking that everything is either the broker's or the company's fault, and not doing anything to improve themselves during this time. Okay, so real estate is hard enough as it is. Yeah, Zakir, I'm fasting, bro. Real estate is hard enough as it is. Without a high level of self accountability, working at a virtual brokerage, at a cloud based brokerage, can compound failures, can compound any lack of commitment from the agent's end to grow their own business, right? So an agent who decides they want to leave EXP should be honest with themselves about why it isn't working for them. and why they think another company will be better for them. And I'll touch up on this honesty part a little later. Now, the seventh reason an agent might decide to leave EXP is that they fail to plug into EXP. One of the most common reason I have seen why agents leave EXP is because they simply do not plug in. Being a virtual and a cloud-based real estate brokerage, it's easy to become disconnected. Agents who don't join groups, who don't participate in trainings, who don't attend meetings, and use the technology and the tools that are provided for them can easily believe a more traditional brokerage is a better fit for them. EXP is very, very, very different brokerage. And some agents simply don't like that. They are just geared to, go for the traditional method of doing business. So when they see something different, it scares them. However, agents who are plugged in have seen the most success in this company. There are a ton of amazing tools to find where you fit in. The EXP world doesn't work. There is Workplace by Facebook or Meta. Your EXP that doesn't work. There is EXP University. Zoom doesn't work. There's Google Meet, right? So or in-person events, right? Are some of the best ways you can meet other agents, you can connect with other agents and get the most out of EXP. Now, the eighth reason, even though this should not be a reason why someone leaves EXP, but this also happens, an agent leaves because they want a physical office, which is it's kind of like a no-brainer to me. But truth is, in certain areas, having a physical office is more important than others, right? I mean, we haven't been operating out of an office since COVID, right? So, as far as my personal business, right? Additionally, some agents simply cannot work from home, right? It's just that it doesn't work for them, right? While EXP World is extremely convenient, a cloud-based campus, and effective, for some people, driving to a physical office and sitting down with someone face to face is preferable. And I totally get that. Having an office is not necessary to run a successful real estate brokerage or a successful real estate business, but there are some agents who believe it is. Many of these agents will simply leave EXP because they feel a physical office will help them sell more real estate, which is not true. And I get it. Agents have to do what's right for their business and themselves. While EXP agents are allowed to lease or own their own office spaces, this option may be too expensive for some agents who are probably not as productive as they need to be able to do that for themselves. And EXP agents are also provided with free co-working space at Regis. They can take advantage of. See, many EXP agents come from traditional real estate brokerage models like Keller Williams, like Caldwell Banker, like your mom and pop shops, no name real estate brokerages, where having an office is more of a common theme. So they're very familiar with that. So when an agent makes a move to EXP and then they find out pretty quickly whether or not working virtually is for them or not. So some agents quickly move back to their previous brokerage or find a new brokerage entirely. For most, however, most agents that stay, they love the new way of working together. They love the new way of collaborating online. They love the efficiency of everything that's happening. I mean, I cannot explain to you how efficient it is to run our business the way it is, not having that brick and mortar office, not having that extra cost. Sure, it would be an added benefit. I would probably recruit more agents. I would probably get more agents to want to be part of my team. But hey, guess what? We are only focusing on like-minded people, and I can care less if an agent doesn't want to be around me because I don't have an office, because it works for me, right? So that's one of the reasons why a lot of people that come in and they do stay and they align with this business model, it works for them. because this is the future of real estate. I mean, this is the future of everything. This is the future of renting a movie. This is the future of ordering a taxi. This is the future of ordering a pizza. This is the future of grocery shopping, right? That's how everything is working. Real estate industry is not an exception. Now, the last reason I want to give you, I have seen why most agents leave is that they join for the wrong reason to begin with, right? And that's probably going to be the theme of this conversation, right? For example, many agents get excited about the opportunity to build rev share, right? That's probably one of the biggest wrong reason why you join EXP. Revenue sharing is EXP's system for rewarding agents who help grow the company with a share of the revenue from any agents they sponsor into the company. Now, while rev share is amazing and it's a great opportunity, it very rarely should be the main attractor or focus when you join EXP. If you have been in real estate for a while and you are well connected and looking for a bigger opportunity, rev share can be that main draw as you already have your real estate business mostly figured out. However, building your rev share team or downline, whatever you want to call it, can be very difficult, especially at first when you don't know the system well. Okay, you won't be able to attract people left and right if that's the expectation you have, right? So it can even be distracting for a lot of you who are trying to focus on selling real estate. So after a few months, if an agent sees that they are not growing their rev share as big as they hoped, they decide to leave and go elsewhere where rev share is not possible or not an option. What agents don't realize is that rev share does not cost them anything extra to build their business at EXP. It's paid out from the company's money, from the company's side of the commission split. So most agents should look at rev share as simply the icing on the cake to all the other major benefits of EXP. Now, in conclusion, I promise you I will uncover the truth behind why this group of agents decide to leave, right? So you may not know who they are, but again, I have already seen some comments in the morning when I made the announcement I'll go live. So you may know exactly who I'm talking about. That's irrelevant. The reason I decided to make a video on this is because, as I mentioned, I suspected they will spread false rumors about the company, and they actually already started. I found out this past Friday they made their first attempt, and they claimed that EXP is involved in illegal dealings of properties in occupied Palestine. They also claim that EXP is owned by one of these big money private companies like BlackRock. And the truth is, there is no basis to these lies. They're just making stuff up so they can make themselves look good while they're leaving the company in this such short period of time. If this was true, that EXP Israel dealt with occupied, occupation settlements, I would be the first one to leave EXP. Forget about leaving. I have done extensive research on the operations of EXP Israel before even joining EXP, right? And also, while it might be true that one of these hedge fund private money companies can own some shares into EXP as a company because we are a publicly traded company, but I can assure you, we are the only real estate company where majority of the stocks or shares in the company are all owned by agents themselves. And that is why we are the most agent-centric brokerage. Now back to the real reason why these agents left the company. See, I didn't have to dig too deep into this or go too far to find out why. Now, there are several different reasons, but I will only highlight a few for the sake of this conversation. And those of you who want to join this conversation, you can click on the link, and I'd love to have a conversation with you, right? Whether you are part of these agents who are leaving, or if you have some questions about this, click on the link in the comments on the StreamYard. You'll be able to join me in the studio, and we can have this. You can hash it out, right? I have nothing to hide here. So one of the reasons why they left EXP was that the group leader or the broker had done some under the table dealing with a mortgage company who they chose as their sponsor to join the company. But once that under the table mortgage deal went bad, it all went south for them very fast. Another reason was that the person they chose as their sponsor in the company was never involved in selling real estate or had no clue how EXP operates for a big group of agents. So they had a logistical nightmare when they joined with a group of 80 plus agents. Some of the other reasons include the exact reasons I have mentioned already in the video: having false expectations, expecting to get rich quick overnight with revenue share. They just, came in and thought they could recruit the world, but very quickly found out to be able to attract agents, you actually have to bring value to the table, my friends. Also, not being able to plug in, right? Not leveraging all the benefits and tools the company has to offer. I mean, for God's sake, after talking to some of the agents in this group, they were not even aware what some of these tools can do for them in their business. These agents were worried about spending $85 a month for all the tools they get access to. $85? How broke? How broke do you have to be to think like that? How unsuccessful do you have to be to think like that, to be worried about $85 a month, spending $85 a month on your business? There was definitely a huge gap in their thought leadership. See, the problem was not the agents. The problem, Ramadan Mubarak, bro. The problem was not the agents. The problem was not EXP. I kind of feel bad for those agents, right, who are part of this whole hype, right, coming in and going out, right? The problem is the group leader or the broker who they're following around, right? Who is just taking everyone for a ride because of their own self-interest. People like that will not be successful regardless where they choose to be. And agents who just chase shiny objects and follow a personality around like that will also fail to build a future for them for their own self, because they're just following someone else's pipe dream. Now, lastly, here's the real reason why this broker decided to run with all of his agents from EXP. After joining EXP with about 82 agents they joined EXP with, right? They lost over 20 agents by the time they decided to leave. And they actually lost some of their top producers, which is highly unusual at EXP. At EXP, top producers don't leave. When you see agents leaving EXP, are usually agents that are not producing. So why did top producers leave EXP? That is something that you will have to talk and ask them, those agents. But after speaking to a few of them myself, they assured me it was not because of EXP that they left, but their issues with the way this broker was making self-centered decisions. Because the broker joined with a big group, they were part of a program that's called Boost, which allowed the group to have some pretty cool incentives. But one of the conditions where EXP takes its share out of every agent's production first before the broker gets to touch any of the commission. Now, this might have set the broker back a lot, as majority of those agents, of 80 agents, were not really producers. So this broker decided to join EXP over like 2 week period. Not much thought and research done, understanding how it works, and they decided to leave within 9 months of joining the company. How do I know that these people are not on the right track of decision making? I don't know, bro. You can guess. You can guess in the comments who you think they are. How do I know that these people are not on the right track on decision making? Khalil, bro, what are you waiting for? I'm waiting on you to join. How do I know that these people are not on the right track of decision making? Because EXP has the best agent retention I have ever seen in any real estate brokerages. So when you lose 20 agents after joining with 80 agents, in fact, I have been with the company for over 2 years now. I just have had my 2 year anniversary, have had 21 agents come through my personal revenue share group, and only two have left so far in 2 years out of 21 agents only, right? So that's less than 10% turnover over 2 year period. Thanks, bro. Over 2 year period, less than 10% turnover. That doesn't happen in any brokerage. Most brokerages have over 40%, at least 25% turnover, right? So that's how I know that they are not thinking the right way. They're not operating the right way. They're not providing the right value to their agents. They're not giving help to their agents. And agents who, did leave me, like the two agents, they never sold a home. So it makes sense for them to leave. I actually let them go. I said, hey, please, you need to go somewhere else because you're not doing anything. And I don't want you to be spending $1,000 a year for being part of this brokerage, right? So productive agents love and stay at EXP. So bottom line is this, okay? EXP is a great fit for agents who are looking to grow their business and want to be part of a company that is constantly striving for improvement and adapting with the changing dynamics of the real estate industry. If you are an agent who is already overwhelmed with the business, or don't think you will be able to adjust to a cloud-based brokerage, or don't think you'll be able to adjust to the shifting market, then EXP may not be the right fit for you. And I say this to agents on a regular basis that I have conversations with that want to join my downline so they can get access to my coaching and my support. I look into their attitude, I look into their thought process, and I just tell them, hey, EXP is not for you. This company is not for you, right? You want to coach with me, no problem, right? You don't have to come to EXP to coach with me. But if you are trying to come to EXP to coach with me, just looking at your operation, you're not going to survive, right? But if you are willing to put in the work, if you are willing to put in the effort and learn all you can about how EXP works, and if you are willing to take advantage of all of it, right, then this company could be one of the best decisions you would make to align yourself with, and this company would be the one of the best destinations that you are looking for. And one of the major difference between these group of agents, right, and what we do here in EXP is we actually care about bringing success to agents. We don't look at agents like, oh, rev share money, right? We help them first to future proof their own business by leveraging digital channels to close deals and meet their business goals consistently year over year. We give them our client acquisition framework so they know how to copy and paste our production systems into their own business so they can be productive. Then we give them daily support every single day. We literally hold their hands to make sure they are not stuck with anything. And We have them surrounded with one of the top, so not one, some of the top masterminds in the whole industry, so that they have access to all the successful agents. All the successful agents. They have access to all the successful team leaders. They have access to all the successful brokers in our network. How can you not be successful? Forget about EXP in any brokerage when you get access to that level of resource and support. And lastly, we give them access to our all-in-one marketing platform that allows them to copy and paste all of our technology into their own business, that allows them to automate their lead generation, automate their prospecting, and conversion into appointments. And that is how we make sure every agent that we partner with, we help them make their business future proof. And we give it to them. We are there for them. We go all the way for them. See, the difference is I did my research. I have studied this business model, EXP business model, for 4 years before deciding to bring my business here. It wasn't a get rich quick scheme for us, nor did we look for shortcuts when we got here. We have a solid plan and a strategy for, where we want to go, for where we want our agents to be financially in 2 years from now, in 3 years from now, in 5 years from now, in 10 years from now. And that is what longevity looks like. That is what curing shiny object syndrome looks like. And that is what earning financial freedom in real estate looks like. All right, guys, looks like you guys don't have much questions for me. So if you found this content useful, like and follow my channel, my page, and check out my other videos for more insights on how you can grow your real estate business. And also let me know in the comments, what do you think? Have you had the same experience? What would you do if you were part of a group that just decides to leave the brokerage you are part of? What would you do if you were one of these agents who's being pulled from this side to that side without reasoning, without you knowing why did you join EXP and now you don't know why you're leaving? What would you do if you were part of it? I got you, bro. I got you the 30 minutes and lunch. Just hit me up, bro. I know, right? That's what you call marketing, my brother. So, would you just blindly follow a group leader or a broker? Or would you really consider everything for yourself before you go join a company? Or would you, at least now that you are already part of it, would you really consider everything for yourself before deciding to leave the brokerage? You don't have to follow this thought leader, okay? Because he's not much of a thought process there, right? So would you just leave, follow someone joining a company and leaving a company, or would you? What would you do if you were in their shoes, right? Let me know in the comments. I see some of the comments here. Look, yeah, hype leading to this. It was a little too hype, but hey, look, I said what I said. I fulfilled my promise. I did tell exactly why he left, and I have done my research. I have talked to agents within their group. I know exactly the in and out of their dirty laundry, right? So nobody can tell me that I'm getting on here lying. Agents with enough experience and knowledge to become broker that aren't brokers right now. No, I don't recommend. I don't. Khalil, jump on the live. I don't recommend everyone being a broker. I mean, I'm a broker, but that's only because when agents ask me, like, "Are you a broker?" I can say yes, I'm a broker, and they respect me. That's the only reason. I don't see any benefits of becoming a brokerage. I mean, when I sold 90 houses myself, I was selling more houses. I mean, I sold more houses than before I could become brokerage. Became a broker, I had already sold 700 houses. That's more houses than many of these brokerages sold in their lifetime. Okay, so you don't really need to become a broker to be successful. And being a broker is not for everyone. That's the truth. That's the reality. Being a broker is not for everyone. And the liability that comes with becoming a broker is not worth it. You might look at it like, oh, I'm not going to go recruit 100 agents, I'm going to keep myself small. Even then you have big liability. Even just on your transactions, that's big liability. It could be over a few $1 million, right? You're selling a house for $1 million, that's $1 million liability. You're selling a house for $300,000, that's $300,000 liability. Someone dies for whatever reason, could be liability against you when you are the broker. And that's one of the reasons why I would never, ever, 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 I'm saying this live, so I'm very conscious of what I'm saying, will become a broker that is a principal broker. Why? Because I don't like the liability. I love my sleep at night. I love doing whatever I want during my day. Some days I don't want to answer nobody's phone call. Some days, I don't. Sure, my agents always get support from me, right? 1 minute response time for my agents, Khalil. So I don't want to be responsible for external liability, right? So for someone else. So that's one of the reason. Even if you can become a broker, you shouldn't be a broker. Number one reason is liability. Number two is it's not for everyone. Like, meaning when you become a broker, now you're responsible for running the whole thing, right? You gotta run the office, you gotta pay the bills, you gotta keep the lights on, you gotta keep it's not for everyone. And that's one of the reasons why we are at EXP, where EXP does everything for us. It processes our transactions, processes our payments, checks, paperwork, all of that, right? I don't have to worry about anything related to brokerage operation. All right, guys. So let me know in the comments, what would you do if you were part of a group that joined EXP and you didn't know why you joined, and then now decide to leave EXP and you don't know why you're leaving? What would you do? Would you just follow them, or would you do your own research? Would you really consider everything for yourself before getting up and moving? With that said, thank you for sticking around with me. For those of you who may be wondering, okay, you just did all this for what? We are in the business of adding value to agents, right? So everything that we do, whether for agents that are in my personal team, production team, or agents that are partnered with me in EXP, aligned with me with our revenue share organization, or if they are in our coaching business, right? In our coaching business, the part of our coaching program, our main goal is to help them reach more people, help them change more lives, and help them create freedom. And if that sounds like you, that you're struggling with reaching more people, you're struggling with helping more people, uh, you're struggling with helping more people. You didn't miss much, Shahid. You know the truth. So, if that sounds like you, reach out to me. Hey, no pitches. I'll help you. We help on a daily basis. We get on 7 to 8 hours of free consultation calls with agents in the industry all over the country, all over the world, just helping people, right? So if that sounds like you, you're struggling to reach more people, you're struggling to close more deals, you're struggling to help more people, you're struggling to create freedom for yourself, like hey, I'm selling a lot of house, but I don't know how to get out of this hamster wheel. Reach out. I'll see what I can do for you. And end of the day, the goal is to make more so you can live more by giving more, right? And that's what creates the true fulfillment in life. And that's what the mission that we are on is. On that mission is to help you guys be able to make more so you can live more for yourself, for your family, and by giving more to yourself, to your family, to your community, to your favorite charities, and ultimately back to God. So again, Ramadan Mubarak to everyone who is fasting today, and those of you who are cheating and not fasting and will start fasting tomorrow. And again, I pray for those of you who don't observe Ramadan that this is a blessed month, that God makes this month blessed also for you, and you find your guidance to truth. All right. Thank you guys. Thanks for everything. And I'll see you guys on the next one.